dividing with decimals. How would you go about solving this question? "52 divided by 5. If you know your 5 times tables, you know that 5 goes into 52 10 times, but there would be a remainder 2. You'd have 2 left over. But what if you didn't want to have remainder 2? What if you wanted to have an answer with a decimal? Let's show you how to do that. I'll rewrite my question down here in red. 5, 52. I'm going to use short division to help me. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into 2 0 times, with remainder 2. But instead of writing R2, I'm going to do this. Put a decimal point, perfectly in line with my place value. That's really important. And then put a 0 there. Now, instead of putting remainder up the top, like I did with my other question, I'm going to put that remainder next to that 0. Now I go, 5 goes into 20. 5 goes into 20 perfectly. It goes into it 4 times. So my answer is 10.4. It's really quite simple. But what about a harder question? Let's say I wanted to do 521. How many times does 5 go into that? Well, 5 goes into 5, which is in my 100 place value, 1 time, or technically 100 times because it's 500. But for the sake of this video, 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into the 2 0 times. And I put my remainder over here to turn that number into 21. 5 goes into 21. Well, I know my 5 times tables, it goes into 20 4 times, remainder 1. But instead of putting that R1, I'm going to do what I did last time. I'm going to put my decimal point and my decimal point, making sure they're in line, and I'm going to add a 0 there. A 0 in my 10th place value. Now, instead of putting that remainder 1, I'm going to put that remainder next to the 0, turning that into 1/10. 5 goes into 10 2 times. My answer is 104.2 instead of 104 remainder 1. Alright, how about I let you have a go? I'll move this over here so you can still have a look at it, and let me write you a sum. Let's go, we'll stay with our 5 times tables. 5 goes into 533. Alright, pause the video here and have a go. And then when you're ready to see the answer, press play again. I hope you had a try. Now let's see if you got the answer right. 5 goes into 5 once. 5 goes into 3. It doesn't. So I'll take that 3 and add it there to turn that into 33. 5 goes into 33. Well, let's go through our 5 times tables. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35 is too high. 5 goes into 30 6 times, remainder 3. But instead of putting that R3, let's do what we did before, decimal point, and add the 0. Now I can put that remainder 3 here. 5 goes into 30. 5 goes into 36 times. I remember that from before. So my answer is 106.3. Sorry, that's not right. My answer is 106.6. So if you're feeling really confident and you want to have a go at doing some of your own questions, this is what I suggest. Pick a times table that you're really comfortable with. Maybe it's your 5, maybe it's your 2s, maybe it's your 3s, or maybe you've been practicing your times tables a lot and it's your 9s or your 12s. Pick a times table that you feel really comfortable with, and then set your own questions. For example, I feel really confident with my 2 times tables, so I'm going to see how many times 2 goes into, let me make up a number, 3,721. Maybe you can solve that question and put the answer in the comment. Thank you guys.